He just doesn't want to shut up. It's absolutely impeccable how he just doesn't want to learn, apparently. Okay, just one quick before we get going. I don't want this channel to be simply about complaining or negativity or anything like that. The only reason I'm even doing any of this is because I'm sick of the worst member of the community, and I want to voice my opinion in a matter that is absolutely acceptable, which is me telling basically everyone that someone is spilling stupid, hypocritical hate, and, well, guess what? Scene switch. He just keeps going and going. He just... Look, if you want to be a sensible adult, move on. God damn. It's absolutely impeccable how someone can be this stupid. Okay, but let's compose ourselves for a second. Like I said, my channel is supposed to be about gaming in general. And I don't want to talk about this prick for the rest of my lifespan on this platform. That's the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. What? That's not even my subscribe. What the hell? Do I leave this in as an outtake? Whatever. It doesn't even show on my activity feed, so whatever. That it kind of brought me out of what I wanted to say in the first place. Let's just do what I wanted to do. There are 3 videos that I want to talk about. First of all, an observation. I've heard from a friend that this is absolutely pathetic. And I, of course, want to talk about more PLA slander because he apparently just can't shut up. Jesus Christ. You do know how much... Oh, wow, you actually showed your own face. Congrats. You actually do have a pair of balls. I'm just waiting for the catch mechanic to be introduced to Gen 9, and if it's PLA's catch mechanic, he's going to hate it. I can guarantee that, but let's move on.
I read every...
It's properly in, okay. You read every comment, I guess, okay.
comment. And for those of you who don't know, this is what the YouTube comments dashboard looks like, that I see every comment regardless of how old the video is, because it's based on when the comment was made. Now, YouTube broke a lot of this with the Creator Studio, so it's imperfect. Also, we have just the filter for spam and hate comments and stuff.
Wait. Oh. Verlisify is... Oh my god! Verlisify is certified scared! This chicken turned off comments in videos like the controversial review. Hide user from chat. Oh my god. You have such a small, fragile ego. Trash compared like SNS games. Sleep Pokemon lost the detail.
So it makes it pretty quick to moderate, just kind of like...
Look, this is somehow flagged as held for review because he had blocked some form of word in there. But he's going to allow it because he agrees with his opinion.
Glance at the comments, see what people are talking.
That's sort of an insult, so I could actually agree with this being deleted, but oh well.
Talking about. And, yeah.
Whoa! Are you serious? Wait, you slandered Gen 5? What? It just dawned on me. It literally just dawned on me. Verlisify is too stupid for story. That's why he wants more Pokemon Let's Go and more Pokemon Sword and Shield. He has no idea how to handle story. This is confirmation. You're shit talking Gen 5 because Gen 5 did something different, which is actually a big step forward for Pokemon in general. That they are doing something different. And you hate it. Oh my god. Look, I don't want this to be another 2-hour video, so let's keep going.
That's quite big.
We're good to go right there. Oh, see?
Just complains and criticizes everything. I didn't watch much further past the point when he started a rant about Twitter's policy regarding age-based censorship, because I try to only consume wine if it's alcoholic. Get wrecked. Yeah. Every single person who's calling him out for his bullshit is getting hidden. You are quite... Look, people told you that you create an echo chamber that only is there for your own ego, and you confirm it here. Verlisify is not a good Poketuber. Stop watching him. Verlisify, you're pathetic.
It works like that. However, that's not what this video is about. But kind of is. So when I was scrolling
You have no narrative even.
through, I was like, oh man, a video from the Brion? Like, the Brion scares me, or a comment from the Brion video. I haven't seen
Are you playing Sun or Moon on this video? Why does it matter?
that in a while. Let's see what's going on, you know? Let's take a trip back to pre-dislike bot content to
Oh my god, yeah, because you just doing shitty content isn't possible. Oh my.
see how everything performs. Ended up with 64,000 views.
Very 3 likes, 2 dislikes. I mean, that's because you haven't sent your children army yet. But I'm doing rather fine. I don't know what you are complaining about. Also, if people don't like this, I literally don't give a fuck about this. Like, honestly, this doesn't matter to me if people don't like it. Same with this. I voiced my own fears and complaints about potential Legends Arceus stuff that was pre-release, and, well, one person didn't like it, one liked it. I don't care. Okay, back to you.
And this was in April, many months after Pokemon Sun and Moon, so a lot of hype was dying down, but people, like, it was fun. There wasn't as much hacking, and people like to engage with competitive battles, so we had some cool stuff. And I was going through the comments. I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen some of these people comment in a while.
Perhaps because they grew wary of you, because they started disliking you.
Did I, like, ban them? Did they flip on my channel or something? And that's kind of, like, where the epiphany came. So I was just kind of going through. And the way you can check if someone has...
Wait. He's only clicking on people that he liked to comment off. Of course they're not gonna be banned. Oh my god, you're such a manipulative little bitch.
Been banned is that you go to this report user and then block. And I'm sorry, Ninja Squirrel 222, but I have to block you temporarily because then they'll be...
He said sorry? I didn't know that Verlisify knew the meaning of the word. Because he doesn't have an ounce of actual compassion in him to say sorry legitimately.
An unblock if they're blocked. So if it says block user, then that means they're not blocked. I haven't seen Andrew comment as much recently since, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield or something. Did I block him because he started hating on my content? No, he's cool. Well, Burnout, that doesn't count because that's the person from the video and also still a YouTube member. But see, right there, like, the longtime fans are still hanging around, even, like, some...
No. Go to one of your recent videos and look for that exact viewer. You're full of shit when you say that they are still around. Unless they actually actively comment on your videos, they are not around. Either they keep you as a dead sub in their sub box, or they flat out ignore you because they actually have unsubbed to you.
Other random comments, what about this? No block, and this is kind of like a good place to check and
Random comments? You picked a few comments that you yourself liked. Mental gymnastics, everyone.
initially, because this is fan battles, fan Friday kind of content, back in the prime, again, pre-dislike botting.
Back in the prime. At least you have that little bit of self-reflection to see that you've fallen off.
Pokemon Sun and Moon days, and we can kind of see how people are receiving the content. It's positive. That
Check someone like Cameron. Check someone like Original Shiba. Michael Wright. Check them if they are unblocked. Not handpicked. I like their comments kind of people.
that's the difference, because the Pokemon community, even though I felt it was still pretty bad back then,
If you're a living martyr, if you hate the Pokemon community so much, just get out.
nowhere near as toxic as it is, and also just fake and scummy and all that other stuff.
You're one to talk.
But I mean, like, see, we can see the excitement that people had, so let's go and hit some other random channels.
Actually checking people that he didn't
guys
like
get
the
the
comments
idea.
about.
Now, going through all these random channels has been pretty good for just kind of confirming my thoughts about the Pokemon community, because it's not like, oh, Verlisify, you dropped off, or you suck now, or you changed
did!
too much, and I can't stand your content anymore. It's mostly that the good people in the Pokemon community have boiled off.
I literally have people in my comment section telling me that they used to watch you, but they've seen how much of a freaking jerk you are. I tried to tone down the language a little bit again, because last time I took it a bit. I took a bit off, honestly.
You could also see that with Twitter. No reasonable person that doesn't need to, like, make their career online is on Twitter.
Dude, you only say that because you're banned on Twitter. Of course, you're ban evading with potentially 2 accounts, Big Litten and Verlis here. Potentially, at least. Wow. Way to frame everyone who uses Twitter as a complete and utter asshole. You are a pathetic little waste of data on YouTube servers.
Very small amount of people use Twitter. Again, to quote,
Twitter is one of the biggest social medias in existence. What the hell are you talking about?
Dave Chappelle, it's not a real...
I'm not gonna say what I actually think right now, but I wouldn't call out people who you actively said that the support for those kinds of people is a stupid idea. Just saying. I mean, you got banned on Twitter for a reason. Should I bring that tweet feed? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna bring that up. You know what? Fuck it. There I go again. No. This is literally I've had enough. I'm sick. I'm so sick of it. This is apparently you. Literally BLM, literally killed cops. You admit they are a thug versus non-violent Nazi. You get the gold in mental gymnastics, which is funny considering how much of a fucking mental gymnastics idiot you are. Let's look for a few of these. Why not? Not all Muslims? Okay. Not all Nazis? Fucking Nazi. Yeah, that's a hot take if I've ever seen one. I wonder why you're banned on Twitter! Is that how a lot of members of the Pokemon community find ways to be more bigoted than actual... Yeah, sure. Good point! You have so much... Moving on. Every video from the last month has gotten more dislikes on the second day than likes. That's ridiculous. Looking at my analytics data makes me realize how much I hate this fucking community. Literally the worst. You're still here! You can't... Is this all in picture? It roughly is. You can't call an entire group bad. Except the vote Muslims are by definition the dangerous ones. Sharia law is not compatible in the West. Why are you even bothering to do politics? Because you definitely don't have the mental capacity to talk about this properly? Why are you bothering? There's a difference between a Middle Easterner and a Muslim. The Muslim is against you by definition. That's fucking bullshit. That is so much bullshit. You are literally a racist. I never even compared Muslims and Nazis. I mean, you didn't compare Muslimic behaviors to Nazi behavior, but you compared them, so you have no fucking clue what you're even talking about. The left lacks so much self-awareness that they can't figure out the Charlottesville rally? I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to comment about that. Because I have brain power that Verlisify is severely lacking. This is why people make fun of Poketubers. Hey, what if I make a video with some baity trash in the thumbnail? Which is, funnily enough, what you've done ever since. Let's move on. Wow, that did good. What if I make the same video? Okay, but what if I make the same video again? Oh my god, you are down to 25 now? You are so scared of people liking Legends that you're reducing your own hate on the game even more. Oh god, Verlisify is so scared. But sending your follows to bully them, is that really a lesson? To me it sounds extremely immature, especially for a grown man. And thinking that people shouldn't be responsible for their actions lacks maturity as well. The fuck did you say? Telling someone that they are doing something wrong and sending a mob to bully someone are two completely different things, you see? If I were to find you, I would follow you. Actually. I may do that later. It wasn't unprovoked though. Oh, so you mean sending a hate mob to someone because they provoked you is totally fair and fine, because that's what sensible humans do. The mental gymnastics! He decided to continuously harass me as well. He gets what he deserves. Do you know that people kill themselves because of this bullshit? And let me guess, the harassment was calling you out on your bullshit? Because that's what you always do? You always bullshit people? Hey, Lunario X, I don't know if that user's still around. Please do not go there. Don't engage with this scenario to them at any capacity. They're probably sick of even remembering this, so please do not go there if the Twitter account is still around. Prove you aren't a massive fucking hypocrite and boycott this. He actually tells people to drink bleach. Wait, what? You mean like you do? Because I already read this Twitter feed. Congrats, everything you say now is a lot of people... everything you say now, a lot of people will not take seriously because you told someone to kill themselves. I didn't tell anyone to kill themselves. I second that. You basically told them to drink bleach. I didn't tell anyone to drink bleach, though. Egg whites are base liquids and unpleasant. Wow. Another hater that needs to drink base liquids. How can anyone be this dumb? Oh my god. Yeah, ambiguous talk. Just to... Feels good to be one of the most relevant and influential people in the Nintendo community. The only You're confusing relevance with actual impact. People absolutely despise you because you are a manipulative, hypocritical little bitch. And that's that. I don't know who these people are. Again, do not engage with any single person that you see here, okay? Do not engage with anyone. Where have you been? Shofu isn't doing well. Channel is dead, yo. 1 million monthly views and 600k subs. And I don't even click. You have always clickbaited. Wait, you were on 600k subs? I find it hard to believe. And if so, you fell off even more. Wow, incredible. I would... Keem can't English because he's Keem. I would want to make a vlog and talk about all this, but I can't. The internet harasses you for having feelings. Everyone is forced to act hard. Keem, I'm the most hated Pokemon YouTuber because I'm real. No! Fuck no! You're not hated because you're real. You are hated because you're the most fake bitch in the community. Being real, vulnerability, and people suck. Yeah. Huh? Have you not seen my messages? I've been trying to reach out to you for help. I've seen one message where you said you'd had to ask me something, but you didn't ask it. Oh well, I did it, but I must have gotten lost in your notifications. If you go to on my profile, you can read it. It's very hard to respond to messages like that. Are you fucking kidding me? One simple click just isn't enough for you? Something goes wrong in... I don't know what the response to that was. Well, you could submit something for the Make-A-Wish Fund. That was my initial reaction because, like I said, I already watched through this. But that was my initial reaction. Did you seriously just tell someone to just go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Perhaps this Alex the Entei kid is actually sick with a terminal illness. And he's like, oh well, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I have no actual insight on this scope because one of the comments is cut out weird. So I can't say a lot about this. But the fact that he mentions the Make-A-Wish Foundation is absolutely despicable. And if people haven't hated him before this, I think they should have hated him for this now. Oh yeah, that's not photoshopped at all. Pedophile exposed on a Pokemon stalking and... Huh? I'm not interested in hearing anything about this person. I don't care. Also, you talk about this for 34 minutes? Pimknight is a terrible liar. Pimknight is doing fun videos with sweep teams. Jesus Christ. You're taking sweeping way too seriously because you have a superiority complex because he looks like a better battler than you. Proof Poketuber is manipulating children? Huh? You mean the same thing that happens with your viewer base? Oh my god. Content? Is that content from a can? Also, I don't condone actual insulting, even if it's against Verlisify. Destroy him by ripping apart his pathetic, non-logical, disgusting bullshit, not by making him be name-called to. And I don't think that this is stolen content because, guess what? Figuring out the way of leveling fast in Let's Go Eevee, your wife, is not hard. Just go to Cerebi or go to Bulbapedia, read the Let's Go article. There are tips on there. Do it. That's probably where you found your way of leveling fast, because you are unoriginal. Also, you are stupid. You are such a stupid little idiot. Why would you put this in? This is why Pokemon will never be an esport. Yeah, because they're kids? Me, I like these games and I think they look good. You, negative, God, you're an idiot? Don't be mean and call me names, that's not necessary. That's factually correct. He's voicing his opinion, you were acting like he was just hating on the games, when he was only giving his opinion on a few problems. Okay, well, from what video is this even? You are toxic though? It's completely necessary since your comment is a straight up lie. What the hell? I need context for the actual first comment. So we already had this. So does Bulbapedia and Cerebi. And each of these offer things that you can find in game, but at a convenience which attracts users. And you're just an idiot. There you go again. You're just an idiot that knows nothing. Information sites like Cerebi and Boba don't infringe. Showdown huh? As use of an ad hominem hypocrite. Nice. Will I be banned for having a Pokemon that was duplicated traded to me? Hopefully. Yeah, because perhaps you not knowing that a Pokemon was hacked and it perhaps not even being shiny, well, that's your fault. You should have seen the code for the Pokemon, and therefore, how long have I been talking already? 31 minutes, and oh my god, I'm sorry guys.
Place. So instead of like playing the Twitter game and following all that BS, reasonable people, good people, they don't really want to engage with that, and smart people don't have a Twitter account to begin with.
You are calling yourself stupid right now. I hope you realize that. Every single person who's in any way, shape, or form engaged with your bullshit knows that you have at least one Twitter account. You had one that was banned, so perhaps you're still just salty about that. And yeah. The good old, well, I'm banned there now, so I'm going to call everyone who uses that service stupid, just so that I don't have to cry myself to sleep at night. That exact excuse.
So really, there isn't much online presence, and if they fall out of Pokemon, that's just it. So
people can come back. I've seen people who skipped certain generations and came back later only to re-engage with the content. That it's not they fall out and that's it. That's bullshit. That just shows how little you know.
The point I'm making is, it really looks like people aren't leaving my channel. They're leaving Pokemon because...
Oh no!
Funny. Yeah, that's completely bullshit. The fact that you make any views is still disgusting, but oh well. Damn. What is that spot? It was probably Sword and Shield at that point. But hey. Ever since you had nothing to do but shit talk Pokemon Legends Arceus, you've been losing subscribers on a monthly basis. So yeah, people aren't leaving your content community. No.
Because I'm like the only place you can go for honest Pokemon content.
Do I really have to say anything? I don't think I do, because his channel speaks for itself. You literally shit-talked a game that you didn't understand, and that's final.
But eventually, people just don't want to put up with it anymore. There's too much lying, too much cheating, too much stealing.
Yeah, it's good that you admit to your own flaws, Verlisify.
Even if I'm trying to hold it down for all the OG Pokemon fans of the...
The OG Pokemon fans? You mean the ones that only want more Kanto remakes? Who only want more Let's Go? You're not holding it down for anyone. You're holding it down for your own ego. And that's that.
The real Pokemon fans out there, it's just not worth it. And I can't even blame them, but then that hurts my career and it feels...
But you do. But you do blame everyone. You constantly blame everyone.
Feels kind of bad. It's like, yeah, not even I wanted to breed Pokemon for Brilliant Diamond, Shine, and Pearl because the cheating has gotten so bad. And people still support Wolfglick, even though the maker of PKX came out and just completely crucified him.
I have no context on this whole situation. I'm not going to comment on it until I actually know what's going on. Because I'm smarter than Verlisify ever will be. But again, shitting on Wolfie because you have nothing else in your life. You just need to have that little bit of superiority complex intact for yourself. Because elsewise you'll just keep crying yourself to sleep at night.
And after you see that, yeah, the only people that want to stay around are crazy.
Did he insult himself just now?
And if I wasn't making a living from it, I don't even know where I'd be when it comes to Pokemon, because I love it more than anything. But
I hate this community. I hate being around. I hate playing Pokemon nowadays. Yeah, you love being around.
The Pokemon community has ruined Pokemon to the point where it's nearly impossible to stick around. We saw this with Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite didn't even make it to mobile before you realized, oh my god, this toxic cesspool just corrodes everything it touches, and Pokemon Legends is the new Gen 5 splitting the community, making it worse for everyone again.
Oh my god, you just can't shut up, can you? Because the thing about you, Verlisify, is the simple fact that if you don't get something like online battling, you're going to be a sad little shit. Considering that your superiority complex is kicking in so goddamn hard, and you can't beat up little kids, because that's the only thing that you want in life. You want to beat up little kids in a game? That's you. That's literally you. Gen 5 did something amazing. It took the formula and it modified it so that it's actually a little bit different, but it still feels Pokemon. I used to dislike Gen 5 for the simple fact that the moving around just felt off to me. That was the only thing that I really disliked about Gen 5. Okay, and a few designs like Garbodor weren't really on my plate as likable. But aside from that, it really doesn't have any negatives. Quite the contrary, it has one of the most recognizable songs of all time, Accumula Town, They Can Walk. And to this day, Gen 5 is the best example for taking an existing formula and just making something new out of it that still feels familiar, and it's better. It's better for Pokemon to do something like this. Because if we would have gotten Kanto game after Kanto game after Kanto style game, Kanto style after Kanto style, people would have stopped playing after Gen 3 if it had been only Kanto style. You can't eat the same thing for 5 days straight because at one point it's going to be boring for you. You're not going to feel any good taste from it because you're used to it. It doesn't taste like anything, so you're going to dislike it. Same with Pokemon. It needs to change from now and then. What? It needs to change from time to time. Do I leave that in as well? I don't know. You'll see it in editing. And that's why you have literally 0 brain cells to talk about anything Pokemon. Because you don't understand these things.
Again. And the Gen 5 fans and the Pokemon Legend fans represent like a younger, more immature audience.
Okay, no, shut up. No. This is mental gymnastics. This is absolutely bullshit. Most people who love PLA are definitely on an older age group. Because it's a much more mature looking game. You know, with people potentially dying from attacks. So you're talking out of your ass because the thing that you represent, the Let's Go side, that's the younger side for sure. So you are projecting so goddamn hard to make yourself sound so much better. Even though you're not better. You're not even good. You're just sad. You're just a sad little dude living in his basement somewhere. And all you do is talk about your hatred for something that you didn't understand and how you hate the community, but you're sticking around because you want to play martyr. I have to keep together for the OGs. No, fuck off. You don't.
Audience, so they're way more toxic than the people that are critical of the games. Where it's like, if you were against Gen 5, you just got attacked, called a Gen 1er, and bullied forever, and now it's the same thing with...
Okay, you know, those people definitely exist, considering that Pokemon is the biggest community in existence. But you're talking about the bad examples here. But you don't allow bad examples being used against you, as shown in the beginning of the video, because you are unable to accept criticism for you. Because why exactly? Oh yeah, you're the most honest and real Poketuber on the planet. You lost the plot, dude. You lost the plot.
Pokemon Legends. Pokemon Legends is perfect, and if you say otherwise...
It's not perfect. People who say that are also not the general audience playing the game. Pokemon Legends Arceus does have its flaws. Definitely. But the game is great still. Oh.
Then you just get harassed into oblivion, and the people that are like, well, I'm from Gen 1, I'm an OG Pokemon fan, and I don't think Pokemon Legends represents anything that Pokemon should be, and it's not...
Oh my god. Fucking bullshit.
Not even a right step in the future, because Pokemon Sword and Shield did it better.
Oh my god. You're daring me to compare Sword and Shield to Legends Arceus, aren't you? Fine, I'll take you up on that challenge. I'll fucking obliterate Sword and Shield, don't worry.
And then you get bullied for that statement. You don't want to engage with Pokemon anymore. You either straight up leave Pokemon because you don't like where it's going, or you just vanish from online. Therefore, there's no one left to defend that point, or no one left to defend the people defending that point. And that's why it has, like, the Pokemon community has a gaslighting effect, where
that's rich coming from you.
it feels like you are more in the wrong than you are. But I'm looking at it, it's like, nah, I scroll down to where it's like, yeah, I can't even proof any of this stuff, and I'm clicking on random things. Alright, so what we got here? Unblocked. We've gotten so far down, we're getting into the weird YouTube recommended.
Well, YouTube do be like that, honestly. I also have to talk a little bit... I also have to mention here that YouTube isn't perfect either. Because they still allow someone like Verlisify to have a platform.
Either way, that's kind of what we got. But let's go to some other ones, because we have one of my... Actually, this has become my most viewed YouTube video, the Mimikyu theory, because we had Sugimori talking about Clefairy and all.
Didn't you specifically say that theory and trivia content is trash? It's funny how your most successful video is one that about content that you specifically dislike.
All kind of lines up really well. So let's go and click on some random accounts here, because this isn't going to be like Fan Fridays content. This is going to be like one-off, or maybe some appreciation. Maybe some people came in and like stuck to the content because they like the theory. No reports. Or no, not no reports, no blocks. So these are people that were like the thing is back in 2016 as we were going to Pokemon Go, trivia and theory content was popping. Everyone loved that, even like 2017 as well. Top 10s fell out of the YouTube meta for fake challenges, fake randomizers, shout out to Poketips, fake.
Again, throwing shade against people that don't even want to engage with you anymore, but you are completely illiterate of understanding any of that.
Fake leaks and fake.
Oh, fake leaks! Aren't you one to talk?
Fake reactions, and then yeah, like when that's the content and everything has.
Fake reactions? The only fake reaction that I know of is the BDSP one. Surprisingly, a game that you absolutely crowned as perfect before the game was released. Guess what? It got released broken, and even you called that out. Because pre-release footage is not substantial enough to call out the quality of a game. Verlisify. Get it together. Use the 5 brain cells in your head to actually learn this.
A stupid fake reaction face in the thumbnail. No one wants to engage with it anymore unless you're an actual child. And that.
Or maybe it's just because reaction style content is absolutely representative of just humanity overall. People love seeing reactions to things. That is why I hate to bring them up, but that's why the Fine Bros originally popped off entirely. Until they tried to trademark reaction as a word, and I don't think they have recovered ever since. Well, own fault again. But let's not talk about that at all. You don't realize that reacting to different style of things, kind of like what I do right now, even though I analyze more what you do, which actually kind of makes me want to throw up. But I kind of lost myself here. Yeah, reacting to different things is just insanely popular because it's relatable. Everyone has a reaction to all things on this planet. And I don't know, maybe you just haven't realized how humanity works yet. Because you are only so content with talking shit about the Pokemon community that you lost the plot about humanity as a total.
That is the problem. I said that like the only way that YouTube can be fixed at this point is that if COPPA is enforced. And
okay, I never researched this anyway, but what is COPPA? What is COPPA? What the fuck? Is it spelled with a K? No, doesn't feel like it. What the hell? Wait a second. Oh, it's Kappa. Oh yeah. Verlisify is illiterate, so he doesn't know how to speak words. Okay, so what is Kappa? Children's Online Privacy Protection Rule. Are you kidding me? Kappa imposes certain requirements on operators for sites. Doesn't YouTube in its terms of service have stated that you need to be a certain age to get on there at all? No, seriously, I'm asking this because I haven't looked at it for a while, and YouTube loves to change their own terms of service all the time. Does YouTube have a minimum age restriction? Let's just get a You must at least be 13 years old to use the service. However, children of all ages may use the service, and YouTube Kids, where available, if enabled by a parent or legal guardian. So you begging for this system is complete and utter fucking trash, because it's totally in the YouTube's terms of service that you need to be 13 years or older anyway. So what the fuck are you crying about? Okay, look, I'm only saying this from the base that I've read just now, so in case anything else is connected to COPPA, I do not know about that yet. I may say something in post-production, I don't know. I'll let that stand for now, though.
And cracking down on fake content because clickbait and deceptive practices are against the YouTube TOS, but...
That's rich coming from you, considering that you have done that as well.
If anyone's watched How to Cook That's videos, I've given up on that hope because she shows viral food hacks that are dangerous, that blatantly violate multiple...
Okay, Verlisify, if you want to show anything like that, debunking crazy watermelon cement hack and cooking in a dishwasher. This is debunking both of those things. This is not dangerous. She calls this fake. At least from the thumbnail itself. So how is that dangerous? Exposing super weird cake story channels and debunking fake videos. This is debunking. You know, there's a certain scissor between audio and visual. And that scissor for you is... That scissor for you is on max spread. You have shown exactly the opposite of what you wanted to say. How to cook that. Please tell me you don't have autoplay on. Of course you have autoplay on, because everyone has that. 100-year-old drink makes you live longer? That's... that's a question, so that's not actually a life hack of anything. Cake rescue fixing viral cake failed. I don't care. This is exactly what he's shown. Testing kitchen gadgets from Wish. Test video. No one cares. What is this year's epic gingerbread creation? This is just a flavor of the year. Exposing super... We had this. Debunking healthy TikTok desserts. Considering that they use probably a... wait, what? What is that? Agave nectar? I'm not a cook, so I don't know anything about this. Has anyone died from eating chilies? Potentially. I don't know. Debunking insane viral TikTok videos. I mean, TikTok is a garbage can in and of itself, so... I'm not touching that can of worms. World's smallest dessert is... So Verlisify, why are you calling any of this out? This is either just a showcase of something that is actually ridiculously tiny. Debunking fake shit. Allegedly fake shit. I'm not gonna watch this. Discover the Coca-Cola recipe secret. I doubt you're going to manage that, but oh well. Okay. Cake rescue fixing Instagram cake fail. Kitchen gadgets tested are they clever or never? Punctuation matters for you as well, how to cook, so I'm just gonna throw that out. Debunking and who is Scrumdiddlylumptious? I may have butchered the name, I'm sorry. Debunking organic food viral video. For mind-blowing chocolate and hazelnut desserts. This is just a recipe. World's first chocolate Picasso guitar sculpture. This is just a showcase of something that is actually cool. Debunking exploding egg hacks. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but I've not seen anything that is exploiting children.
Multiple parts of terms of service outside of deceptive practices, scams, clickbait, and all of that stuff, but nothing happens to them because when you're 5-minute crafts and you have, what, 100 million subs at this point, YouTube's not going to take that down no matter how much you lie, no matter how much content is fake or even stolen. So she's getting millions of views on harmful and
She's doing reaction style videos which are covered by fair use, you dope. I'm actually getting a headache now.
deceptive content from some of the largest channels on YouTube, and nothing is being done about it. Those channels 100% deserve to be terminated, so what hope do we have for Pokemon or even Copa at that point?
What does she have to do with Pokemon? Oh, God.
Yeah, let's check out some other ones.
Did you like your own video? Did you seriously like your own video? Does that show in the... Honestly, I want to figure this out. This is 1-to-1. Does this actually show? I want to know. The whole 14 minutes. Does this... Dear YouTube, I hope that this doesn't affect anything. By the way, the whole 14 minutes. I'm not that insecure that I have to like my own videos. I'm just not. Why is that possible?
Man, we need Pokemon Quest 2. I'll just blame that as like one of the reasons my channel fell off, because we never got Pokemon Quest 2 to just kind of keep everyone like happy throughout the down times in Pokemon. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just like
Who cares about Pokemon Quest?
Random ones. We have Banana Hero. Oh, look at that guy. He actually makes that's the default state, is clicking on block, but not.
Oh, so you have a habit of blocking people. That's the default state. Just blocking people. Yeah, that's you. And you've exposed yourself. That's why you also have no fucking clue of how to edit. You could have just edited it out.
Not blocked, and what we got here? Not blocked. And I've been showing for years now how the Pokemon community only gets more and more toxic, and
Yeah, because you are the baseline of toxicity in the Pokemon community. Considering how much you cry about people spending literal hours of getting a shiny, and you then call them out for being a hacker because they hacked a shiny. Again, with the BDSP thing, people cheat all the time, right?
we can just really see that in how Pokemon Legends is being handled. So there's not...
Oh my god, shut the fuck up about Legends, honestly. You're the biggest man-child in the entire community, honestly, at this point.
that many good people left, but like social media and internet is blowing up in a kind of weird way to where it's more popular and relevant than ever. One way
Guess what? COVID time!
I think about this, I don't have a way of transitioning to it, because Joe Merrick has me blocked on Twitter on my private Twitter account that doesn't tweet one after.
Oh, he's mentioning a private Twitter account, which only confirms officially that you are ban evading. Big Litten. And apparently you also used that account to harass Joe Merrick. So you are the biggest fraud in the community, and I'm honestly insulted that you have the ability to make YouTube videos in the first place. I'm insulted by that personally.
After he witch hunted me to expose my private Twitter account that just exists to follow Pokemon news, because again, he's a bad person. But
What? You mean that harassment from a private account and leaking that is witch hunting? You are so far gone. You are so far gone.
back in like Pokemon Sun and Moon era, he had like 2,000 followers when I first heard about him in like pre-Pokemon Sun and Moon, early 2016. Then even like as he was becoming more and more relevant as the webmaster of Cerebi, he had like 10, 20,000, maybe by like 2018 or something.
Why are you talking about this? It doesn't matter what kind of number is behind your name. It matters what you say, not what your number is. If anyone is proud of a number, sure, go ahead. more power to you. But when you talk constant shit and have absolutely no logical reasoning behind you, it doesn't matter what your number is because you're stupid.
Like Pokemon Let's Go was happening before I got banned on Twitter. Now he has over 100,000. So, like, the momentum that all of these children and Zoomers are bringing to social media.
I'm getting harassed by little children.
Is unprecedented, even though Joe Merrick is doing this. Actually, Joe Merrick is even crazier now. Maybe that's why he's more popular, because he used to be a stand-up guy that just kind of like gave us the Pokemon, like the more detailed Pokemon news that people don't really care about when Sarah B's just there to like.
That is an alibi comment if I've ever heard one. Why would you harass someone on your private Twitter to then call him a stand-up guy? It makes zero fucking sense.
Deliver it to people, and then Joe Merrick wants to inform on top of it. So back then, no one really cared, but now it's like everything's just kind of blown up and inflated when it comes to virality on Twitter and even YouTube and stuff. So like,
how about you show an actual example of that? Instead of just talking out of your ass like hearsay usually goes.
Like just the influx of children coming into social media has done a lot of like wacky things for the algorithm stuff. It just doesn't make sense. Where it's like, how does Joe Merrick back then, when he was like doing really cool stuff in like 2017, only have 10,000 followers and just kind of like stuck there? Then
because starting out is hard. Even if you are like the CEO of a Pokemon influential company like Cerebi, starting out is still hard.
Joe Merrick now is over 100,000. I don't know, the Pokemon community hasn't made sense to me in a long time, but
then piss off!
Also, like, just Twitter gets crazier and crazier, and it's gone, like, giga-nuclear since the Trump presidency. Anyone's keeping, like, well, also COVID had something to do with that.
I can guarantee that Verlisify is a Trump supporter. I just know that.
But when you, like, look at what's going on in Canada, where you have hardworking people protesting an authoritarian state, and then they're being faced with military action, but if you said Black Lives Matter and threw a Molotov into a target, the DA would dismiss your crime. And
dude, just stop talking about politics. You are a certified Nazi, so shut the fuck up.
And then, like, and that's another thing that makes me feel good. Not only is, like, just going through comments and finding, like, oh, these people aren't banned. These people haven't gone...
Oh my god, I haven't banned them. I'm so proud of myself.
Bearish on Verlisify content or something. It's just that society has gotten crazier and crazier. And as you can see, that just kind of leeches into everything, but it also drives people, again, reasonable people, off the internet, and everything just kind of gets worse. So really, it is just kind of like a boiling off of the good and leaving everything bad, both on, like, just social media in general, but especially in the Pokemon community. And it's a shame, because I'm not fake. I'm not going to lie, cheat, and scam to get more people to like me, like you see with A-Drive, Austin John, every other Pokemon content creator. So, and especially Wolfcliff.
Oh my god! I'm not fake. Yeah, I'm totally not fake. I wanted to like Pokemon Legends, guys. I'm not fake. You have no goddamn idea what you're even talking about. Did that even register, that sentence? I don't know. In case it didn't, I said that he has no goddamn idea what he's talking about.
You know, we're just, and then you can see it again, where it's like we are losing good values because of social media.
Name 2 that are actually lost. Because when I go on my Twitter timeline, I see a lot of people supporting people like streamers, that streamers are humans. They have their own lives. They can't be online all the time. And where's the toxicity there? Oh yeah, because you are caught in your own hate bubble, so you can't see good things happen in the first place.
and just the insanity that's been going on with identity politics and social justice and all that. Just the evils that have come out from that still get defended blow me away, and any reasonable person is also blown away by that.
Just stop talking about politics. You have no fucking clue about it in the first place.
Whereas like, this is how did society get this bad?
Stop blaming everyone else and take responsibility for your own actions. Like you said in one of your tweets, but you're incapable of that because you don't see yourself as doing anything wrong, because fuck me.
I didn't think it was possible. I don't think anyone was possible. And I think since 2013, I've been saying, well, I'm waiting for it to shift, you know? There's the rubber band's going to snap back. The tide's going to go back out. Things might get a bit more reasonable at some point. And then you hear that Joe Rogan got canceled for like the 30th time, and it's more insane than ever, but it's also more popular than ever.
Who even is that? I don't know. So I'm not going to comment on it.
For now, because people just only know how to hate.
That's rich coming from you.
I want to also go into some of my comment breakdowns. Like, I was looking through it. There's a subscriber badge, so I can see how long people have been subbed. And there's like this weird thing where people will comment, "I've been a fan for a long time, but you changed," or they're like, "I don't like your content anymore. What happened to the old Verlisify?" No sub badge. Now it is public, so not everyone has public subs. But then I'll like search them up. They've never commented before. So like people are just straight up lying about their sub status or their fan status.
Oh my god, the framing! What? Dude, your fragile ego is so pathetic. When people tell you that they used to like you, but you changed and they don't like you anymore, take responsibility for that. Listen to it and self-reflect on what you may have done wrong. Oh wait, you don't do anything wrong because you're the only real and honest Poketuber in the world.
And even then, like, fan is short for fanatic, and you can tell that, like, this is not someone that's a fan.
Are you really trying to give any lectures about language? Mr. Illiterate? Seriously?
So that, like, these people are just crazy. And then you can see, like, we have long-time people still commenting.
I kind of lost the connection to that sentence he just said, so I'm just gonna leave that.
Still supporting. I had to shout out Sexy Monster Lover for still holding on to the Justin Flynn sub. See, that's all I was think about. It's like, man, those were just better times when people weren't in it for the money. People weren't trying to game the system and
people weren't in it for the money, right? 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 12 minutes. Literally 9 videos, roughly 9 videos about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And all of them are barely above 8 minutes 30. People aren't in it for the money, right?
rig it like you see with every other Pokemon content creator at this point. That, you know, it was just honest and everything felt better. And then, like, the weird thing is that was when the community was smaller. Pokemon X and Y selling about the same amount of units as Pokemon Sun and Moon and not being too far behind Pokemon Sword and Shield, but you can see that there are drastic differences in, like, how much money you can make, how many people are engaging with content, and the overall viewership and stuff. It's just wild.
You're really gonna frame it like that? Are you fucking kidding me? You can't say that about literally every single media out there ever. Literally every single media. So your point is entirely mute.
Yeah, I've been saying it since like 2015. Money corrupts, because I was seeing the writing on the wall where I'm like, oh yeah, now people found out that Pokemon's got some good money in it, huh? Oh, they also found out.
Oh, come on, dude. Anyone who's halfway connected with Pokemon as a franchise knows that it's the highest grossing media franchise in existence. Maybe if we take all the Disney properties together, we would get a higher grossing media franchise than Pokemon. Like all the Mickey Mouse, all the Marvel things, all the Star Wars, everything together, if we put all that together, then we have something potentially higher than Pokemon. But no, Pokemon if we only look at singular franchises, Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise in the world. And everyone who's halfway knowledgeable about Pokemon knows that. Or at least they know that Nintendo made good money with Pokemon, with Mario, of course, with the Wii specific. Like, the Wii, it was literally printing money. Honestly. The Wii was such a huge success, then the Wii U was utter garbage, but still. The Wii basically... and the DS. Like, let's not forget the DS. DS and Wii were the prime of console and handheld selling. Like, in existence of video gaming. So, yeah. No one who's actually saying they are surprised about Nintendo doing well actually knows what Nintendo's doing. I'm sorry to say it like that.
That you have to slander me to get your foothold in, and then, like, for all that attention, and...
What, was that a side attack against me? Fair game. Fair game.
People, they just stuck with it, and I knew it wasn't going to get any better, so yeah, that's kind of my observation. It's like, wait a second, again, people aren't leaving my channel it's not because I'm not doing anything.
Do I have to bring up the Social Blade again? I closed the tab, so I would just show a screenshot from earlier, but do I have to bring that up again? You are losing people.
Wrong, and it's only just idiots spouting nonsense because that's what most of online in the Pokemon community has become.
It's funny because you're still part of the Pokemon community, even though you hate everyone. So why are you still here again? Also, you insulted yourself because you are also an idiot of the Pokemon community who's spouting nonsense, lies, and deception. Do you know how much of your own words could be used against yourself? Do you have any fucking clue?
But unfortunately, there's, like, no coming back from this. But yeah, 8 is, like, Giga OG.
There's no nah. Dude, here, let me tell you something about humanity. Or rather, the Pokemon community and why it is inevitable for bad people to be in this community. Pokemon is the biggest community in existence. That's basically a given. Considering it's the highest highest grossing media franchise as well. If you really think that only positive people will be in this community, you're more delusional than I could have possibly imagined. Of course we're gonna have bad people in this community, because humanity is not necessarily all good. That's just not realistic to think. We have a lot of good people, we have a lot of bad people. And with the biggest community in existence, those parts of people will eventually clash against each other. It's inevitable. There's no way that we're gonna be at a point where the biggest community in existence is not going to have bad people in it. That is not feasible, not realistic to think. So instead of focusing on the bad people, why not focus about the good people? Why not focus on the good people? Huh? And that's not what you do. Because then people would see, oh wait, there's a better content creator than Verlisify. Because they are actually positive even about things that don't look like they're amazing. And then people would leave you even faster. So that's your fear. That's why you don't do that. You only talk about the negatives, so you look better in comparison.
There's a good amount of 7s, 6s, and stuff, and now that we're, like, starting to tip over into, like, Pokemon Sun and Moon being very old at this point. Pokemon Sun and Moon, man, over 5 years ago. That's nuts. So, since that was when most of my channel blew up. And it was also before, like, for all the news coverage. So, there's a lot of 5s rolling around. And...
Oh, you mean the desperate attempt to stay relevant with league coverage? Damn.
stuff, 6 years. And yeah, so it's like, I see a lot of this, and it's like, yo, everything's just weird. A lot of the fans, they don't want to engage. If, now, like, this is something to be putting in late in the video where everyone's already, like, stopped watching, if they're even seeing my content. That so few people are even being served my videos because of dislike botting, effectively blacklisting my channel. Also, I feel like there's manual restrictions on my channel, because that's been proven over the years with YouTube and stuff, because
Wow. Wow. I honestly hope that YouTube put a personal restriction on you, that someone manually put that on you. So, but honestly, I don't think it is, because shit like your garbage ass fake review, that bullshit blew up. Okay, there it is. I was about to say. Here, that blew up for some bullshit reason. 435k views. Why did this blow up? Someone who hated the game for literally months on end. Why did this blow up? Honestly, I know the answer, because people want to confirm for themselves again that he is absolutely shitting on the content and shitting on the game, so sensationalism is what I would call it.
I guess being against lying, cheating, stealing is bad for YouTube. Someone has it out for me, so there's also probably...
Wait. Let's listen to that one more time.
...proven over the years with YouTube and stuff, because I guess being against lying, cheating, stealing is bad for YouTube.
Did he seriously just confirm that? I have to listen to that in post again, because I don't want to give him any more watch time on this. But did he seriously confirm that he's lying, cheating, and stealing?
Someone has it out for me, so there's also probably a good amount of people that still want to watch my content. They just thought I stopped making content, or they're not getting the videos, and it is hard to get that compulsion to be like, oh yeah, I used to watch this guy. I used to watch him a lot. I used to love his channel. Let me go search him up and start watching again. Now, that happens to me from time to time, but it's not a common occurrence. So it's not going to be enough to, like, really matter too much.
That's because you don't understand brain processes.
But yeah, this is where we're at right now, and it's one of those things where it's like, well, it's not as bad as it seems, but it's still really bad because, again, there's no defense out there. There's no more reasonable people or OG, just passionate, true Pokemon fans. Everyone just wants to be fake and nonsensical, and...
Oh, wow.
Simp out to the fake and scummy content creators, and there's just no integrity. And why would people with integrity want to stay where there's no hope for integrity? So, if you guys enjoy the video...
No, shut up. Yeah, there is absolutely no integrity, right? Because you have none, so you of course project that onto everyone else, because that's what you do. Okay, next one.
The difference between Gen 9 and Pokemon Legends is staggering. It actually doesn't seem possible when you consider these are both main series Pokemon games coming out in the same year, but something about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet embracing the open world has Game Freak doing things I didn't think the Nintendo Switch was capable of, especially...
That's potentially because Scarlet and Violet could be on a different console. Look, I heard about the Nvidia leaks or site hack. I honestly don't know. There are conflicting people talking about shit. But apparently there is a new graphics chip for a future Nintendo console. And it may be that this game, Scarlet and Violet, may be on a new console. I am not saying that that's fact, okay? I am just putting that out there. It could be. Big question mark about that.
Especially after what they farted out with Pokemon Legends. And that's kind of what I want to talk about with this video, because it seems like everything I said about Pokemon Legends...
Let me guess. I was right from the beginning. Pokemon Legends is just a tech demo. It's such a bad game. It shouldn't exist. It shouldn't have been made. Blah, blah, blah. We should have got Scarlet Violet at the beginning. Yeah, that's why they showed a not complete trailer in the first place. Funnily enough, something that you criticized the PLA for, but who cares about consistency, right?
Legends just being a careless tech demo of a game is pretty.
I'm just too smart for him. I'm just too smart for him.
Pretty much confirmed by Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and this.
The fuck you say? I swear to God, Pokemon community, please. Not Pokemon community. Sorry, Pokemon company. I wanted to address the company. Pokemon company, please. If you have overworld encounters and we get the same trash transition style gameplay that we've had with Sword and Shield, this game is literally worse than it could be. PLA showed how fluent gameplay is supposed to be. Do not go back on that system.
Masterpiece of a game. However,
this is an early release trailer. How can you call this a masterpiece? Sure, it looks super promising, but it's not a masterpiece yet.
I did get one thing wrong, because it looks like Pokemon.
What? Fuck me. Did he say that he was wrong? Even Pikachu's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Perfect freeze frame. Did he seriously just say that he was wrong? Hey guys, Verlisify's ride is officially dead twice now. So, yeah, there we go.
Pokemon Legends didn't.
Wait, just out of curiosity. Always right. He still has that video up? Forbidden videos, huh? I wonder why that is.
Interfere with the Pokemon release schedule, because I look at Pokemon Legends and I just see completely wasted potential.
Oh my god, shut up.
We got some weird story hindrances because we're needlessly in the past. I wanted Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to look like what we have with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and that's why I was upset with Pokemon Legends. Like, we get Legends instead of this. But then at the same time, like, we're getting this in the same year. And the
Do you know about the development teams? Do you know about the cycle? Do you know when PLA's development started? Do you know when this development started? Huh? Do you have any fucking ideas about any of that? I don't think so. So shut up.
The interesting thing is, I don't see anything in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer and think, man, we could have gotten more. Man, this game could have been so much better without Pokemon Legends. But it really just kind of shows that Pokemon Legends was completely unnecessary.
Oh my god, he's expending all the qualities of his editing by throwing in random bullshit self-ego sucking comments here. Damn. Why Legends Arceus isn't as good as I expected is to be because Game Freak was focusing on making this master. No, sorry, that's not right. I feel like Legends Arceus was basically just a practice warm-up for this game. I'm excited for this game. That's a fair point. Calling it a practice or warm-up is bad phrasing, but PLA definitely showed us interesting and great stuff for what's to come. So this is why Legends Arceus felt unfinished. No, you think that it felt unfinished because you didn't play it in the first place. The fact this game even exists proves that Arceus was a tech demo. Bullshit. Interesting, so Pokemon Legends Arceus was used as a test? That's your community, Verlisify. That's your community. This just makes me feel like Arceus was a test run. Again, wrong. Not gonna lie, I regret buying Legends now, knowing this is coming out the same year. There is no hope with people watching you on a constant basis. I like how buttered Legends Arceus fans are that Gen 9 was revealed and they got nothing special. We got a Daybreak update, which had a complete overhaul of the mass outbreaks, which in itself was an amazing change. I've yet to play that because I've been really busy with preparing Kingdom Hearts month. This is what Legends Arceus should have been. No, it shouldn't have been. The developer decides what's going into a game or whatnot. If I bought physical games, I'd literally be returning PLA instead of typing this. Well, fuck. That's on you. I bought Legends Arceus digitally, and I love the game.
I feel like
It's not the best game in existence. I've never said that. It has its own flaws. I said that in this video. But I still love the game because it's the most accurate to a realistic Pokemon that we've ever gotten.
a lot of people are catching on. And, you know, I feel like Pokemon Legends was basically just a warm-up game for this. I'm excited for Scarlet Violet. I think the reason why Legends Arceus isn't as good is because Game Freak was working on this one. The fact this game exists proves that Pokemon Arceus was a tech
He's
demo,
also reading the
and
comments.
so on and so forth. This is why Legends felt unfinished. And that's kind of like the weird thing. And again, it's giving me this mixed emotion that I actually don't think as bad of Pokemon Legends.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my, okay, yeah. Legends Arceus officially broke Verlisify. He is too scared to admit any further slander of this game because he knows that it kills his channel over time. He knows that him being a complete and utter shithead about a game that he just doesn't understand is bad. So he's now trying to use this as an excuse to make it up with people that call him out for his slander. Undeserved slander as well. So, fuck me. You spent literally over 30 videos slandering this game, and now you use this as a cheap excuse on a side note somewhere? That's like a big publication printing a massive 4-side hate column about one form of celebrity, and then when they talk about a film that is being released with that celebrity, they then use a side note in that I don't know, one paragraph that they print about the movie, and then they say, oh yeah, he's actually a pretty good guy or girl or woman, whatever. And this is the exact same thing.
For its existence, because we still get such a great game, but it also just kind of shows, like, Pokemon Legends, why is it main series? Why is it a $60 game?
Oh my fucking god.
It should have just been $40 spin-off, embracing all the nonsense that it is, and it still doesn't change the fact of how deceptive Pokemon Legends was with its marketing, because everyone saw this and thought, oh man, open world Pokemon game.
Yeah, and never in any marketing statement whatsoever did we see open world. Scarlet Violet has that. Ever thought about that? Bullshitify?
Let's go. Not...
Wait,
Everyone saw this and thought, oh man, open world Pokemon game, let's go.
Oh.
Not an open world game. And then they were also hiding some other... Like, they weren't really clear about Pokemon Legends not being open world.
Oh yeah, because when you show trailer footage of something like that with open areas, and you don't say it's open world, you just have to assume it's open world because it kind of looks like that. I have to admit that I was in that same camp. I immediately jumped to conclusions thinking it was going to be open world. Thinking back now, I would slap myself across the face for thinking like that because that's just not how good journalism works. Right, Polygon?
But with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, They are on top of it. This is the open world of Pokemon. It's an open world adventure. They say open world twice in the description. And then they show it off like this because it's a true open Pokemon experience.
I do wonder about that because I am still afraid of the concept of open world for Pokemon since it shouldn't really work. I do think that there's gonna be a little bit of a section divide in this game because it would be absolutely bonkers to go through this world and have to contend with something like level 60 Pokemon while you're level 15. So, I mean, stuff like that happened in PLA to an extent. The alpha Pokemon were a lot higher level than regular Pokemon in the area. So that was kind of a challenge mode, so to speak. But true open world is a very complex thing to implement into Pokemon, considering that Pokemon isn't supposed to work with open world. Literally, for 8 generations, we've had a gate-kept style of gameplay. You want to go to the next route? Oh wait, you have to beat the gym leader first, because otherwise you can't use this HM, or we're going to block the way until you can keep going. And trust me, I want open world for Pokemon. I love the idea of it. But I'm scared of the fact that we may still get a gated open world, like a section-based open world, so to speak, with different load zones. So this is personally a big fear of mine, that Nintendo is overselling the open world aspect. Look, trust me, if I turn out to be wrong, I'll happily admit that I was wrong, and I'll happily embrace the actual open world gameplay. I 100% guarantee that. But I just know the Pokemon formula, and it's this nagging little thing in the back of my head that's telling me it's hype. It's definitely hype. This game is going to be amazing, but is it really open world, or are we going to be segmented? This is my fear, because Pokemon, it changes. It's changing thanks to PLA, because that was a success. But is it changing enough?
So what everyone was excited about for Pokemon Legends that ended up not happening is the promise being fulfilled for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So I caught on early. I was like, nah, this is wrong. I don't like how it's taken place in the past. It seems like it's going to stop us.
Blah, blah, blah. That's your personal opinion. No one gives a fuck. The game was good. You're just a sad little basement dweller.
It's not living to its fullest potential. And that's why I don't support Pokemon Legends.
You don't support Pokemon Legends because you don't understand what the game is about. You're too stupid to understand what Legends was trying to do. This is a prequel of your beloved Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Maybe it's even a pre-sequel style with, like, it starts after BDSP with the cutscene of Arceus, and then it turns out to become a prequel. Time travel is not a good idea for games, okay? Time travel makes everything much more complicated, sometimes unnecessarily so. Trust me, I played Kingdom Hearts. I know what I'm talking about.
Didn't try to be a good Pokemon game.
Oh, fuck off.
It just was a tech demo, and
with how much love and care was poured into this game, you are talking out of your ass, and like I said in my last video, talking about your bullshit, you didn't play past Cleaver, so you have no fucking clue what you're even saying. So, honestly, grow the fuck up and stop talking about PLA. Fully focus on Legends of... I'll keep that in because that was an honest mistake. Stop talking about PLA. Focus primarily and only on Scarlet and Violet now. Do nothing else. Just forget that PLA exists.
I want a game. I want Pokemon. I want Game Freak to do the best they can do every time around. I love Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Sword and Shield are great games.
Look, I really have to compare Pokemon Legends Arceus against Pokemon Sword and Shield at one point, because fuck me.
And then when you look at this, like, this is the culmination. This is what Pokemon fans deserve. And even then,
By the way, stuttery frame rate. I noticed that in the reveal trailer as well. The frame rate in this area specifically is kind of stuttering because of all the fog effects. Again, this is not final footage, but it's still stuck with me in my head.
there was still like a lot of other weird marketing and advertising for Pokemon Legends that made me go, this game is actually bad, such as not really hiding the gameplay loop, but people were still confused about it. Like, people hated me for stating the fact that the gameplay loop is going to be filling out the Pokedex and then gating it behind research.
Guess what? Every single Pokemon game in existence is gating you, so you literally have no fucking clue what you're saying.
People said that I was lying and wrong about the game, even though I was reading the website.
Oh yeah, let me read the website. That means I know the full context of everything the game has to offer. That's you. Yeah, there were people saying that the Pokedex is not going to be grindy or whatever. I knew for a fact, I think I called this out in the video as well, that this is just going to be a research-based game. So the Pokemon catching, the Pokemon research thing is going to be a big background of this. So I wasn't one of those delusional people. I knew how this game was supposed to, play out. I knew what the purpose of this game still is. And you don't understand that Verlisify because you lack brain cells.
Because they didn't like the way that sounded, and then they got mad at me for covering the truth. Also,
Defend the Arceus phone. Yeah, that's the truth. That's not your opinion. That's the truth.
Pokemon Company was not upfront about there being no multiplayer in the games, and
When a company doesn't straight up say something isn't in, we have to assume it is.
they hid some of the more questionable and awful designs. Like, if they showed the legendaries before the game came out, guarantee hundreds of thousands of less sales because no one wants to be a part of the same thing.
The hell are you doing? You're just... Again, I called this out last time. You're putting your own opinions and you put them as an absolute law. This is what you're doing. This is bullshit. The designs are totally in line with the origin forms being a big part of the legendaries of Gen 4. Specifically, Giratina started this. Why didn't Giratina look like Arceus, just like Dialga and Palkia do? Because Giratina is a banished Pokemon. It doesn't have the same treatment as Dialga and Palkia have. It makes sense lore-wise. Oh my god! I guess there is also an inspiration behind Giratina that I am not aware of right now, because I've never actually researched Giratina's origins. So maybe the origin form also looks the way it is because of some real-life influence. I am not certain about that, so I'm just gonna throw that out as a big maybe on my part that I just don't know enough about. Just to be completely transparent. And the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia look the way they do because they have big ties to Arceus. That is why they look very Arceus-like. And you don't get that because you're stupid, Verlisify.
Thing for the starters. I saw most people being upset about how they massacred their favorite Pokemon.
Okay, honestly, Samurott, it's kind of just a color change with more wild-looking horns. Hisuian Typhlosion looks freaking amazing. It has constant fire now, which, guess what? Regular Typhlosion just doesn't have that because the Pokemon community doesn't care about regular Typhlosion enough. And the Decidueye, look at it, it's autumn colors. It looks like a freaking autumn Pokemon. Something that grass Pokemon, as their shinies, should have as a constant. This is fantastic design. It also goes very in line with the Chinese-Japanese style that Legends Arceus has included. The hat? Genius, but Publicify, one of your, I think, more commonly known names, because all you care about is publicity, no matter if it's good or bad. You don't care about actually good designed Pokemon. You only care about your wife Let's Go and shitting on games that you don't understand.
Or just did not deliver on the potential of having Hisuian or regional variants of some fan favorite starter Pokemon. Really, a lot of it is a disappointment, and if that disappointment was made known before the games came out, wouldn't have done as well. And then to prove how Pokemon Legends wasn't even trying to be a good Pokemon game or...
Yeah, because the game is sentient. It's actually putting in effort itself because fourth wall breaks and all that.
Trying to look as good as it could be. We have the shot of this town from the first trailer compared to what Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is doing. This almost...
Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Compare buildings built in the 1400s to buildings built today. Do it. And then tell me that your sentence isn't absolutely I may have to censor that out. Yeah, I definitely censored that. Because it's a bad word. I shouldn't have said that, but it's a rage-fueled moment. Not an excuse, okay? It's not an excuse. I just lost myself in rage. Seriously, are you seriously comparing old school style buildings to new school style buildings, and saying that the old school looks terrible in comparison? Hold on a second. Let me bring this to a logical conclusion. This is one of my first phones that I've ever owned. It's an LG G3S, I think that's what it's called. It's quite old, but at the time, I really used to like it. And now, I own a Samsung Galaxy 10. Let's put them let's put these two side by side. Oh my god, the technology has evolved. The design has, I mean, it's not the same company, granted, but the design is vastly different. And one of them is just straight up more powerful. I mean, it's almost like evolution is happening over time. And the old school designs of the buildings? Gee, I fucking wonder if those are historically accurate. That is why you are a mindless consumerist, Publicify. Because you don't care about any accuracy.
That's a lot of damage.
Being put. That phone is broken anyway. That's why you don't care about any. I kind of lost myself with throwing that back there. Right. That is why you don't care about accuracy in what PLA has tried to accomplish and succeeded in lots of ways. But again, I would repeat myself constantly if I were to just keep talking about it. So I'll leave that here.
This looks like a over-designed town from a spin-off game because all the fidelity can go into it. Nah, this is just in the main series Pokemon game, and it is absolutely wonderful. I'm getting like Poketopia vibes, I'm getting Pokken Plaza vibes from this and other kind of games that we've seen in the past. This seems well beyond anything I could have expected or dreamed for a main series Pokemon town. And then also like comparing some of the other areas, even to Pokemon Sword and Shield, this doesn't seem possible. But it is. So why didn't we just get this? Or why even have...
Because Nintendo decided that they wanted to do a story-based prequel to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And that's not for you to criticize.
Pokemon Legends if this is going to be the ultimate game? Why?
Oh my god. Just stop using that word! If this game doesn't deliver on everything that it promises in this trailer, or that you promise it's going to be, because you are definitely milking this bullshit.
It's
No,
actually
fuck the bullshit. You are definitely milking this so hard right now. Like, I'm not condemning it. It's indifferent. I don't care. Do it if you want to.
Why not make something in between this and Pokemon Sword and Shield for a Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl or Sinnoh remake? It confuses me even more, but then people are like, well, as you can see, Pokemon Legends was a stepping stone. It wasn't. It was a clear step back, because...
Oh yeah, look at this bullshit. Look at this utter garbage. This is one of the worst frames you could have picked. Look at the holy grail of nothing happening except for 1, 2, 3 things and one in the background, which, spoiler, is only really used for one story event, and then it's only optional to even go there in the very first place. But PLA has the same things. Yeah, definitely. But PLA does them better than this fucking trash here.
growing on the DLC, expanding on the wild area, and embracing that is...
Oh my... You didn't play the DLCs properly, did you?
what's bringing us to the incredible game that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is looking to be, because we have like expanded wild area, really just trying to open up that exploration.
No, we have more open... Well, like I said, I still have the fear of segmented areas, but if this game is really any open world, we have to thank PLA for that. We definitely have to thank PLA for that, because only through realizing that PLA did really well was Nintendo willing enough to show us the trailer that they put together the way they did. This is just my own theory at this point, though, so...
We have fake open world with Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then we have...
Arceus! Derived from Archon. I think it's a Greek word, which is like a heavenly ruler of some sorts. Look, anyone else, you can call it out as you want to. I don't care if anyone else says Arceus or Arceus, but him specifically, no, I'm not going to allow him to call us Arceus.
have true open world Pokemon. The DLC is so much closer to Pokemon's full potential than
He didn't play the DLC at all, did he?
in Pokemon Legends. It just makes me wonder why. But at the same time, if this is the final result, then I'm alright with Pokemon Legends being a tech demo.
Oh my god. The amount of utter garbage that comes out of your mouth on an almost daily basis is impeccable.
It didn't interrupt Sinnoh remakes, Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl, no problem with the art style, no problem with how they tried to, make it a bit more nostalgic, dial it back, especially again if we're going from Pokemon Sword and Shield to this eventually. So, couple months, weird hiccup, Pokemon Legends still awful, but...
You are, oh my god, you're such a manipulative little bitch. Yeah, I'm okay with it now, but actually I'm not okay with it. I'm just using this as an excuse so that the PLA fanboys are getting off of my back. You are a dishonest little bitch. I'm surprised that this comment is still around. Because you've shown how little care you have about the honesty in your comment section.
No harm, no foul, I guess.
Oh, fuck off. If there's no harm, just delete the coverage you did of PLA, huh? How about that? You wouldn't do it because then you would have to accept the fact that you were wrong.
And I don't know, like, again, we saw an interview for Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon that might explain this a bit more. It's actually really interesting to bring this up again with what we know now about Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Sword and Shield after Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, but Omori said, for example, with this time in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, we can treat it mainly as a project for our younger staff to work on and grow to develop.
Knowing Verlisify, he left out huge chunks of this interview, so I'm gonna read the whole thing for you really quick. Game Freak is currently developing at least 3 Pokemon games. Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Pokemon for Nintendo Switch, which definitely was confirmed to be Let's Go later on. The developer, of course, wants to make the best games it can, but with so many projects on the go and only limited resources, you would think each game would have the potential to hinder development of the others. However, in an interview with GameSpot, the developer explained how making Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is actually helping development of the upcoming Switch title. Of course, we have a limited number of staff available to us, but we have a very varied that's a weird sentence. A very varied staff within the company. Ultra Sun Ultra Moon producer Shigeru Omori said, "We have younger staff members and also veterans who have been working on the series for a long time, very technically gifted staff members. We want to use these staff in the best way possible. For example, this time with Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, we can treat it mainly as a project for our younger staff to work on and grow development to work on and grow and develop their skills, while perhaps the more veteran established members of the company can work on the upcoming Switch project." So that is why Ultra Sun Ultra Moon still felt bad. Yes, I said that. The only interesting thing about that game, honestly, were the Ultra Wormholes. Nothing else really mattered.
We can treat it mainly as a project for our younger staff to work on and grow to develop their skills, while perhaps the more veteran, established members of the company can work on the upcoming Switch project. So, we've known about this, and it kind of shows that the sequel version of the game can be for newer staff members, because Pokemon Sun and Moon was already built, and Ultra Sun Ultra Moon not really too hard to develop on top of, even though it did have like better graphics and more to expand on Pokemon Sun and Moon, effectively being the definitive Generation 7 game. So with that, we can maybe see, like, is that what happened with Pokemon Legends? That the idea was to get the newer staff and be like, hey, make a demo Pokemon game that kind of gets us to open world, but not really, and I guess we just have to run with it and pretend it's good in our marketing so people will buy it.
Oh my god, the mental gymnastics at play here are actually despicable. Yeah, because definitely this exact practice is always established no matter what, especially during things like COVID times. Because part of the development cycle of PLA had been in COVID times. So yeah, we definitely had to... We don't know who was affected from the Game Freak staff by COVID or how the restrictions really worked there, but to flat out go out and say that, oh yeah, this game definitely was only developed by younger developers, which if it were, huge kudos to those people, because this game, despite something like, it's not visually appealing, whatever, who fucking cares? This game plays beautifully. It has the best movement in the series. It has the best Pokemon interactions in the series. It's the most accurate to how Pokedex and the development of that actually works. And I'm still wondering, why are people calling this trash? Because you didn't understand the story? Because you were too bad to win the boss fights? I don't know. Questions.
That's what the vibe is really feeling like, where it does seem like a very rudimentary demo of what the future of Pokemon has, but now it seems like everyone has come together, taken what they've learned with all the Pokemon games, and then made the best Pokemon experience with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And looking at the...
You talk about this as if you already have experienced it. You've seen a trailer, you dumb shit!
The difference in scope and graphics between these games...
Oh, graphics. Look, Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I hate to bring that up again, but it looked like mud at times. It was still one of the best Wii games in existence and one of the most critically acclaimed JRPGs of our time. Dumbass.
It makes me wonder if Pokemon Legends is actually on, like, the Pokemon Sword and Shield engine, but...
No.
Then for Pokemon...
You can see from the walking animation, the running animation, it's not on the same engine.
On Scarlet and Violet, they made a new engine. They were like, this is going to be the big, beautiful, fancy Pokemon game.
This looks very much like the PLA engine, not gonna lie.
That's going to take us to the end of the Nintendo Switch, and that's probably a discussion I'm going to be doing for a future video. Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, fuck you, no.
All of that fun stuff, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, alright, we give it DLC, we're good until 2023, and then Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever Nintendo's working on for 2024, it all makes sense. If
you expect it to be in 2024? Nah. I fear that it's going to be 2022, even. Like I said, I discussed that a little bit earlier with my fear of Scarlet Violet being for a new Nintendo console.
This is just like the amazing, ultimate longevity
Oh my fucking god.
Pokemon game, I could see this lasting us for more than just 1 year. Because we have seen...
Oh great, a Pokemon game that is lasting for more than 1 year? Gee, I wonder what kind of game. Literally almost every single Pokemon game in existence, because there are still fans for every single Pokemon game. I've played the original Gen 4 Platinum. That game has lasted me for... how old is this game? Roughly 16 years. Roughly? Yeah, roughly 16 years.
Breaks like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire into Pokemon Sun and Moon. Also the DLC, just kind of adding to Pokemon Sword and Shield. And if you like think about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl kind of feeling out of place, and Pokemon Legends just being not even close to this.
Hold on a second, one more thing.
Kind of feeling out of place, and Pokemon Legends just being...
Oh look, they were flying in like 5 frames per second.
Not even...
Interesting how you didn't pick up on that one, because... new Pokemon.
Close to this? It's like, okay, yeah.
New Pokemon that looks like that doesn't look like it's going to be story related.
Kind of going, 3 years without a new Pokemon game, and just do it again, but with a much better foundation, and like potentially the best Pokemon game ever made. I'm cool and down with that. They could also just like splash in Let's Go Johto as like, hey, yeah,
oh yeah, let's cure the whole production value of Scarlet Violet with taking staff members away to develop Let's Go Johto.
we have like a little main series game, but this is still the main one. Because Pokemon Sword and Shield is still the main VGC game. It's still like the Pokemon Home compatibility that's being worked into, even though we just had Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl and Pokemon Legends. So you make this just the anchor, the rest of the foundation for Nintendo Switch, and I think it works really, really well. So, yeah. Pokemon Legends, confirmed awful, but...
It's not confirmed awful, you're just delusional!
Not as bad for, like, the future Pokemon as I thought. And now we just kind of get to wait for the next news update, and I am super excited for that. So if you guys enjoy the video...
No.
This is one of the greatest tweets of our time. Legends Arceus has had the shortest lifespan
Arceus, you little illiterate shit.
out of any main series Pokemon game, Lamau, because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just came in and went, yeah, Pokemon Legends was a tech demo, we're better in every single way, why'd you even care about Legends in the first place, see you guys later 2022. However, the stupidity of the Pokemon community proves...
There he goes again, blaming everyone. Get everyone else again, because people can like what they want. You can also dislike what you want. But don't be a giant fucking bitch about it.
to be unparalleled. To be fair, it's not a main series game.
Okay, Disturbed Chimp. That's potentially one of the dumbest tweets for a stupid meme that I've ever seen. Just from the first sentence in the first place. How do you not call this main series? Oh wait, because Verlisify wanted to call this not main series.
All main ones have been the ones that come with a stupid pair. I guess that means yellow, emerald, platinum.
Okay, honestly, the fact that you're even engaging with this is so nonsensical in the first place. This person, this Dia dude, or girl, I don't care, he or she doesn't know what they're talking about. So why bother with it?
Crystal. Those aren't main series games according to this guy, because he is such a simp for Pokemon Legends, he just can't.
He called it not main series. How is that simping for a game if you call it a spin-off? Main ones have been ones that come out in a stupid ass pair. Legends did not. Plus the game looks like it was made by an indie dev in a day. So do the new main games. He's shitting on This is not a part of the Pokemon community. This is someone who hates Pokemon. And you are calling him a legend simp. That is how delusional you truly are.
Cannot cope. Also, it's been confirmed by the devs
It is not a spin-off. It's officially a main series title. It's not...
that Pokemon Legends is main series, and I don't understand how we are this far. The game has been released, and people are still in denial. I think actually more people are in denial of it being a main series game because it turned out to be not that great of a game. So the
yeah, universal critical acclaim. Hundreds upon thousands of people stream, do content about the game, and say how much they love it. It has the best Pokemon interactions to date. It has the most fluent movement. It has an actual realistic style of catching and engaging with wild Pokemon. And it's not a great game because I didn't play past Cleaver. Oh, you talk about denial? Get a mirror, kid.
The only way you can defend is by calling it by calling it a spin-off. So yeah, dear game reviewers from Pokemon Legends Arceus, it is not a spin-off. I've seen that. I don't remember if it was in my video where I was like, wait, did this reviewer that's trying to give Legends Arceus like an 8 out of 10 just call it a spin-off? It doesn't.
Was that review by Polygon in any way? Because they don't know how to actually do journalism. Okay, I'm just shitting on the fact that they called a PLA from one of the first trailers open world immediately. So I'm just having a little bit of fun here, okay? So just so we're clear on that.
Add up. No, none of it adds up. It's not a spin-off, it's officially main series, and then Joe Merrick with the proof, 100% confirmed. In Japan, it has the same...
It's funny how you use tweets of someone that you blocked and slandered, but stealing his tweets to make yourself just look like you know what you're talking about, that's okay for you.
Labeling for the official name of the main series. And it gets so bad to where, like, okay, you can deny it, but then, like, just being wrong. Like,
Yeah, so why are you engaging with this? Oh wait, it's so you can make another drama video. Because that's what you're all about.
blown away. The game looks like it was made by an indie dev in a day, so... But it wasn't made by an indie dev. It was made by Game Freak as well. There's also just tons of
Oh, hi, Big Litten.
other weird stuff, so, you know, once again, the people that refuse to cope, nobody thinks that. Literally, the tweet immediately before it, Lamau's so true.
Oh yeah, because those are definitely from the same person and all that, and every single person in the world has to think the same thing, because fuck individuality.
And the Lamau so true is why it has an incredible amount of likes. I watched this thing go from 10 to 30 to 70,000 likes because people are like, yeah, it be like that. And I'm wondering if, like, now people are trying to use it as an excuse. Like, okay, Pokemon Scarlet Violet just revealed, looks to be the greatest Pokemon game ever. It's truly an open world. There's people that still call Legends Arceus an open world to try to defend it. But Pokemon Scarlet Violet, the true...
I literally have no words for this right now. The fact that he makes it out so that some of the worst opinions being used as a general defense by community members who actually like Legends Arceus, that's just a disgusting framing. That's literally just disgusting framing. But hey, what else do we know from someone who sees a trailer like Scarlet Violet, doesn't see the stuttering in the motions, and calls that utter perfection before the game has any further actual gameplay being shown? But at the same time, the same thing with PLA. He ripped that apart in the air. Like I said earlier. Screw consistency, right?
True open world Pokemon game. So now they can just kind of use that to bail out and be like, yeah, the Legends Arceus, you know, it was fun while it lasted, but it lasted less than any other Pokemon game. But yeah, if you want to lose your faith in humanity, just put on the hazmat suit and go into the replies. But if you've been following this channel for a while, you already know that the Pokemon community is the worst
Fuck off.
community in gaming. More toxicity and stupidity than should even be possible.
Yeah, and you're a big part of that. Isn't part of the main series, though. Again, you are talking about people who are actually not knowledgeable about Pokemon in the first place. Not a single person who has played more than, I don't know, 5 hours of all Pokemon games combined would call this a spin-off. Not a single person.
But yeah, well, Arceus isn't part of the main series and getting hundreds of likes, but...
Yeah, 200 likes is so representative of the Pokemon community at large, who has literally millions of people. Or even hundreds of thousands on Twitter itself.
But then we just get, like, multiple layers of BTFO. It's mainline, because right there, we have all the main series games, and then Legends Arceus in the background.
Do you know the positioning, though? This is clearly to establish something like a timeline. PLA is at the very bottom shelf here because it's the earliest game in the timeline that we've ever had. Even before these games. And that is just smart.
Ratio. It's a spin-off.
What ratio? Yeah, you're putting out the absolute worst examples.
So, like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, the thing is, spin-offs don't introduce a new batch of Pokemon. So again, there's like multiple layers to how it's a main series game. Technically, Violet and Scarlet is not out yet, so we can't say that Arceus has the shortest lifespan. I don't understand how anyone this stupid can exist, because...
You... Verlisify, you can't call other people stupid because from the very first trailer, you have an opinion, and you're going to keep that opinion up until the very end, no matter what comes next. This is exactly why a comment like this makes absolute sense. Only because Scarlet Violet has been announced doesn't mean that Legends Arceus is dead yet. If you think that, you are delusional beyond saving. Technically speaking, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl had the shortest lifespan of every Pokemon game in existence. because Legends Arceus came 2 months later. Unless I'm missing a different main series release after main series release that is actually shorter, in which case I'm sorry about that. I just only remember this as the shortest. I don't know how it was with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Let's Go. Although I personally wouldn't call Let's Go main series, because it's 100% a Pokemon Go style spin-off of a Kanto remake. But that's just me personally.
That's not how it works for any Pokemon game. It isn't the lifespan is until the release of the next game. It's until the interest of the game severely declines, which has immediately happened with Violet versus Pokemon Legends. And then, again, just the refusal to...
Oh yeah, because people are only going to look at that one trailer now for the next 7 months. You are so far gone, honestly.
Cope, the refusal to accept, and then just trying to, like, bully in return. People are being drama queens over it. Legends Arceus is a spin-off. We also see some interesting other takes going on. If you guys think Arceus is going to die, you're in for a rude awakening. Nah, like, that game was already over within, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's why it outsold things like BDSP in the same time frame that BDSP had compared to Legends Arceus. Oh yeah, definitely, because let's not talk about the fact how well Legends Arceus sold. Let's not talk about how the numbers were just kept rising. There's new content being added. The game is dead. Yeah, totally. Oh, other brain damage. This game is a shiny hunter's dream. There's so much gameplay around different quests and ways to play the game. Like, I'd argue more than most other Pokemon games. This is actually a true comment. Although the shiny hunter thing...
game is a shiny hunter's dream. So much gameplay around different quests. No, that's a lie. And ways to play the...
Shut the fuck up! You haven't played more than 3 hours of this. This being PLA. So, what the fuck do you know?
game. No, that's a lie. But then this guy, shiny hunting, more like take shinies that are handed to you on a silver platter. Especially with the massive mass outbreaks, that's only going to get worse. There's no challenge involved, and it gets to the point where, like...
This guy, Sky Knight the Dragon Tamer, he hasn't played PLA. He hasn't played, even if he played PLA, he definitely hasn't played into the mid to late game. Or all he did was farm levels until he was level 100 before the final battle even happened. There were some challenges involved. No, definitely not, because when you just hard farm levels, nothing is a challenge anymore. Unless you use 6 Magikarps, in which case, good on you. Try to be actually productive with your time. Running around the same areas over and over quickly gets boring. Welcome to the wild area of Pokemon Sword and Shield. No battle facility. I have a hard-on for battles. Practically nothing to do after the story and side quests. Wow.
Yeah, shiny hunters don't really find value in it. Or you just burn yourself out on so many shinies, the game loses all of its longevity right there. Not to mention the extreme amount of hacking that...
Who's hacking?
It's already been plaguing Pokemon, making every shiny Pokemon...
Oh, he's talking about the general hacking. Okay.
Worthless. I personally feel like people that label themselves shiny hunters at this point are just completely lost or straight up idiots if they support people like A-Drive, because A-Drive hacks...
He just called the entire shiny hunting community idiots? Or lost? Oh my god, how do you have any relevance? Oh yeah, because you just want to be edgy, right? Oh my fucking god. You made a shiny hunting tutorial of Let's Go. You are a lost idiot yourself and a big fucking hypocrite.
And cheats, thus devaluing everything about Team Shiny or what it
Where's your evidence? Where is it?
means to be a shiny hunter. So I don't know why you would support someone that just completely undoes all of your work and doesn't have any respect or care for the work you put in as well. But yeah, I saw this, and like this was immediately what I thought. Like when I finished uploading my video for the trailer, it's like this is the meme that sat in my head. I don't want to play it with you anymore because we have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
We don't have it yet, you delusional bitch! It's only a trailer! You have no physical interaction with this! Unless you just want to rewatch the trailer again and again and again, at which point you're gonna find it boring after a while. Guaranteed. That's just going to happen because that's how human brains work.
When was it ever marketed as a main series game? Well, when the Pokemon company literally marketed it as a main series game. But also, the way that the first Pokemon Presents went kind of had that, hey, this is core series, guys, kind of feel to it in the way that it was shown. Never main series, so I mean, like, yeah, just...
Hold on a second. You're unable to view this tweet because this account owner limits who can view their tweets.
These people are in such denial. I'm kind of speechless. Nobody cares that much about Scarlet and Violet yet. You're either a liar or irredeemably stupid because...
Oh yeah, resort to name calling because someone just isn't as hyped about the games as you.
Because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is everything that people lied to themselves about what Pokemon Legends would be. And because we have the true open world Pokemon game already confirmed. On the Japanese website, it said it's made for adults as well. And Pokemon Legends ended up being the most baby restrictive, hand-holdy, meh, wild area Pokemon game ever.
No, you literally talked about Let's Go minus the wild area. That... I think I went full circle because I don't feel anything right now. That happened twice to me now, reacting to this bullshit. This is not healthy for me.
That took a step back from Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, so we find...
Oh yeah, Sword and Shield DLC. Here, the Pokemon that we took away from the National Dex, that wasn't even in the main series, in the main release of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Here, have them over 2 different DLC now, and have something that isn't even a story, but you just wanna be distracted, right? Here, have that on the sideline, but because no one fucking cares. That's the state of Sword and Shield DLC.
Finally have where it's coming together. Games instantly die when the next one is announced. Well, yeah, especially when it's like, what there's 0 point playing Pokemon Legends, and there wasn't ever a point to begin with because, like, no multiplayer. So...
Oh my god, yeah, because single-player games like certain JRPGs are just not worth playing! My back is already ruined, so I don't care about how I sit right now.
You do all this, like, garbage, nonsensical, broken gameplay loop for nothing.
Go to a gym. Be gate kept out of progressing further, so you have to defeat a gym leader first. Rinse and repeat. Do you know why you are so full of shit with saying all of this? Because PLA has a beautiful thing known as seamless integration. When you go into a new area, you have the freedom of exploring every single section of the area first. You can literally see everything. That means you can find all the new Pokemon that you want. You can catch all of them. You can find new party members. You can find new materials. Things like the space-time distortions spice up the gameplay up to 11. And all of that will give you experience for the level ups, which, yes, they are required. But that is just a replacement of the gym leader gatekeeping, which literally every single Pokemon main series game in existence has. Let's go take a step further with how shit it is, because for certain gyms, you need to meet a requirement to even get in there. So why do you call Let's Go great? And of course, again, just being Kanto, because same with Sword and Shield, we needed all the Gigantamax forms for Kanto Pokemon, because fuck being original, right? People only want Kanto nowadays.
Who thinks this? As we saw, the person like 3 tweets below thinks that, and 60,000 people agree because they find it funny. People are still talking about it. Yes, people still talking about it. The true gauge. It's a spin-off, babe.
People are still talking about it. It's still being streamed. It's being made content of to this day. So that comment you just showed, it was factually correct. You are just in denial because you just want to have your hate boner for Legends Arceus, and you want to keep that going.
Why is it that idiots are always so condescending? I guess it's...
I need like a small mirror to show Verlisify every time he says something that absolutely describes his own character, but here it is.
Compensation, that's probably a well-known psychological phenomenon or something.
You don't know the first thing about psychology in the first place? Because you're too stupid to understand humanity.
PLA is a tutorial for Scarlet and Violet. That's a take I can get behind. Actually, this tweet really helped me out, and seeing the replies really helped me out, because it puts it even more into perspective. It's impossible for me to compete with such stupidity.
Then get out. Stop it. Move along. Granted, this take is absolutely awful. Anybody saying this, you've got to be brain dead to be saying this? Nah. That's not a take that is worth even admitting to existing. If people want to hype Scarlet Violet over PLA, and they want to think to themselves that Legends Arceus is dead, go ahead. It's your choice. I'm not gonna tell anyone that you should not go for absolute hype over Scarlet Violet yet. I'm not gonna say that. I personally am not in that camp, because Legends Arceus is actually playable. Scarlet Violet are not.
If you can't even get someone to accept or admit that Pokemon Legends is a main series game, there's no hope for them, and then they're the ones that are just like hating on my Pokemon Legends content, or hating and just like being completely ignorant about...
Oh my god, you're really using the criticism is hate card? People criticize you for your coverage of PLA, of the trailers, because you just had a hate boner for everything that was shown. You couldn't get behind a story-based game because all you want to do is beat up little kids in a Pokemon game. Because you have a massive superiority complex.
About anything related to my content. I've been seeing people that say like, well, this guy just hates everything. But I love Pokemon Sword and Shield to the point where people hated me for loving...
Do I even have to say anything here?
Pokemon Sword and Shield so much. Same thing for Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go isn't what people wanted. I adore that game. That's my second favorite Pokemon game. And then people are like, oh
my god, he's cheating on his wife!
Well, Pokemon Let's Go is your second favorite Pokemon game, so all of your opinions can be dismissed. So it's like, wait a second, you said I hate everything, but when I prove I don't hate everything, then you have to just kind of remove me from the argument because of that? The ignorance, the stupidity, the toxicity in the Pokemon community. You can't fight it at this point anymore. And like,
says the guy who literally immediately resorts to name calling because that's what he does. And you call other people toxic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, Gen 5 looks like a good game. You're incredibly stupid! That's Verlisify in a nutshell.
Everyone's out of line. Everyone, like, no one is checked anymore. And then all these nonsense narratives just keep on spreading, and that's why everything's awful. Like, it makes sense, but there's nothing I can do about it. And I absolutely blame every other content creator for being fake and fraudulent, because they're the ones
I could just use this line, upload it to YouTube, and say Verlisify in a nutshell. I blame every other content creator in existence because I don't want to admit that others may have a better opinion about things than I do, or that other opinions about games are valid. Because, yeah, humanity has to have the same exact opinion about everything all the time, no matter what situation we're in. Because that's how humanity works. Oh. Echo chamber dumbass.
profiting off of this. They'll be fake and just kind of mold into whatever the public opinion is. But me, I'm always keeping it real.
I'm always keeping it real.
And it's unfortunate. So, hope you guys enjoy the video.
No. What even is after this?
Guys, the Pokemon community is that lost. I guess it's one of those things where also, when you look at, like, negative engagement, that's more likely to occur than a positive engagement. Like, if you enjoy a video, you're just going to enjoy it and then move on to the next piece of content you're going to consume. Maybe you leave a like, maybe you leave a comment, but if you hate something, you will leave a dislike. You will leave a nasty comment. So even though we have, like, 70,000 people that just kind of, like, quickly hit the retweet button or just, like, tapped like and moved on with their feed, you know, those are people that agree and enjoy and have, like, their own, the good takes, which only leaves the nonsense and unparalleled stupidity remaining. Alright.
Oh my god, he's... Oh my god, I've been talking for another 2.5 hours. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I'm sorry, guys. Seriously, I am. I didn't want to talk about this for so long, but it's driving me crazy sometimes. How absolutely fucking disgusting some people are online. Verlisify, if you hate PLA this much, just stop interacting with the content of PLA. Stop talking about how updates will come out, because there will be more updates for PLA. Stop trying to make best guy. That's the most brain damaged thing that I've seen from your side in a long time. You made best guides about something you've never experienced. Well, whatever. That's my take on it. And, well, I guess all we can do is hopefully just ignore Verlisify's existence. Who knows? Maybe he actually will do something wrong at one point that actually gets him banned on YouTube as well, which, fingers crossed. But up until then, this has been Twisty, or Marco, whichever you prefer. And I'll see you in the next one. By the way, I hope it's not going to be another Verlisify video, because I really want to move on from this. I want my channel to be about gaming, about the games that I love, like Pokemon, like Kingdom Hearts, Xenoblade, all those games, Genshin Impact as well. I want to make content about those things. And I don't know. I'll see you in another one. Peace out. Ciao.